Hey, it's Harold here. I want to talk all about the 2005 Audi A8, my experience with it, things I've had to do to it, and still ongoing. As you see, it sits here behind me. I wanted to do this video to address all of the things that I've updates and doctoration I had to do to it to kind of keep it moving and keep it rolling. But overall, this is a great car. I love it, and I thought I should do this video. And I've been recording some minor updates I've done in the past, but I've never put them on YouTube. But today, I wanted to try to get each and every of those segments here to the A8 fans out there, 2005 A8. So I'm going to give you a list of the things I've done to this car so far. For those that are lighthearted, this is not a car to mess with. It will cost you some cash to keep it up to date, and I'm telling you, because I love it so much, I love how it rides, I love the smoothness of it, I just love how sometimes it wants to sit low, and when the suspension go out on you, you'll figure out, oh my God, I don't want it that low. But thanks to Ross Tech and their technologies, by any means are they advertising this at all, but I did, throughout my research online, I did find out that they had a component that allowed me to interact with their interface. And so we'll be talking about that soon. So, this is a great tool. I have right here behind me. It's the Ross Tech, made by Ross Tech. And by any means am I advertising it, but I'm telling you, getting access to this car, modules, most of the task is done by computer. And so if you don't have some sort of COM to connect to the computer system, it's going to be quite difficult to get this car to be your friend, let's say. So for the last couple of years, I would say the last 2 years, this is all the things I've done to this car. I mean, literally, as you can see, like right now I'm dealing with suspension issue. And of course, being that it's a, at least now, maybe 135,000 miles on this guy. And so it's time to do some, some valve cover replacement. I've had some blinking light brakes issues. I've also had some suspension issues in reference to the modules. And so now, at a certain point, I used to have access to the modules using Ross Tech, but now I can't even access it, even using the security code. And so that called for replacement. So I had some orders in, and so now I'm going to talk about it. So check this out. This is all the stuff I've had done to this car in the last, I would say, 2 years and a half, starting with the front and left and the right and left suspensions. We're talking about the air shocks. They usually go out on you, and when they do go out, you need to have an order. So if you have an opportunity to have those spare with you, just count on it. Passing 78,000 miles or 85,000 miles on this car, you're going to be having some suspension issues. So I had both of those replaced. As a matter of fact, most of the custom stuff I did to this car, I did it on myself. Like I had to learn it. I'm not a mechanic in any sort, but I can kind of get things done. And so when you see the videos, most of it is like trying to figure out. So use these videos as a piggy, use me as a piggyback. When I mess up, most likely I'm going to find a way to make it right and get it working. But as I do this experiment, it's mainly to share it with the A8 fans, and so we all can learn from each other. Thanks for Dog Monkey. I learned a lot of stuff from that guy online, so we're looking forward to doing that. So another thing I had to change in this car is the windshield rain sensor and even the windshield motor. I had that changed, and the air pump, the relay of the air pump, that had to be changed at a certain point. The exterior roof antenna in the back had to be changed because it fell off. It just, I don't know, it just went missing one day, just riding down the street. And the taillights actually, after a while, they start to age, and so they'll crack. And so those are on high demands online, especially the tailgate, the inner trunk tail lights. Those are going to be on high demands, even for those that are coming. I mean, this video doesn't exclude the 2013, 12, 2008 A8s out there, because sooner or later, the same issues that we're experiencing with the 2005, you're going to be facing similar issues just the same. So I hope these videos help you also. Another thing I had to change is the front right air shocks, and the sensor for that front is found under the hood. right here on the left side on top of the shock sensor here. So another thing I had to change is the cabin air filter. Cabin air filter and the two front CV axles. I actually changed those because they were the actual bushing was cracked, and so all of the oil from the axle was coming out. So I did both of those. I ordered them from eBay and changed them myself. You need some special tools for those things, so hopefully I'll be able to share that with you guys while I'm here. So the steering rods. So since I changed the axles, I also went ahead and changed the front strut steering rods, which was under the car. So lifting this car up, I do advise you guys, do not use the factory jack that was sent with the car. Buy a stable 2-ton minimum jack to make sure that you have this car on jack stand. I'll share my experience with that in reference to not having proper secured vehicle, especially this big boy. It falls on you, it's over. There's no ifs or whats about it. So the steering rods were changed. The control arms were also changed while I was under there. Brake rotors. I have some slotted brake rotors. Took off the factory ones and I installed slotted ones with some dots in there. So that was good. Drilled slots actually, which is really good, really good. So I also had a multi relay replacement, a multifunction relay. It'll be found under same place where you would find the air pump relay. You'll find a 395 relay, multifunction relay. It controls the windshield motor and some other components that you're probably gonna end up changing one day. So the other thing I changed, and which is recent right now, is the actual valve cover gaskets. That's going to be changed right now, and the suspension control module. That's been giving me issue on and off. It would work for 6 months. Everything would be good. I do the Rostec, the calibration and everything, and now I can't even get into the security code. So most likely the control module is old. So anything that is electric in this car, I don't give it a second thought. It's either need to be calibrated. If you can't get it to function correctly, you get all those codes. So if it hasn't been changed before, most likely that would be one bet after you check the relays, after you've done your checks with the Rostec plugin. If that doesn't work, most likely it just needs to be replaced. And I don't waste no time. If it's not the relay and I did my Rostec, I watched several videos online and it's not responding, when I replace it, it works. And so that's been my bet and been my way to go. And I'm pretty savvy in terms of computers, so I would think that would be a good option. I wouldn't say replace anything, just buy anything. Sometimes it's just you take your time with it, or you just bring it to the shop, which I find a lot of folks online are saying, I'll just bring it to Audi. Well, good luck with that. They'll be happy to receive you and your checkbook. Another thing that I'm finding I have to replace recently is the parking brakes control module. My parking brakes is blinking on and off nonstop. I tried to research some stuff with that online and didn't get too far, but it looks like that module located under the battery needs to be replaced itself. So I'm going to be testing that out today. I did order those things from eBay. I'd like to share that with you guys. But those are all the things I had to do to this car, y'all. I mean, on and off, like most of it has to deal with suspension. And so for this car, suspension is critical. I mean, you could either go and just, kind of get the struts all converted over to like normal struts by strut masters, but that'll cost you about $1,100. It'll probably take your headache away from dealing with the suspension. In terms of my research, it's not that different of a ride, but it will be different. It won't be air ride. It'll be ride, but not air ride like what we have now. So I want to keep my air ride. I spent a lot of money with the suspensions, especially the front end of this car. And you don't get that much issues with the back end of this car, but most of your issues is the front end, from the dashboard to the front bumper. That includes relays surrounding the dashboard, the radio system, the MMI, or into your engine, from crack valves to I would say to sensors to you could name it. This car is going to test your patience, every last bit of it. Keep your air filter clean. One thing triggers the other. So I had new belts put in here. I didn't call that. Yeah, I had a new belt put in the whole motor. So I changed the belt from an old belt to a newer belt. Most of this stuff I bought was on eBay. Most likely on eBay, and they've been pretty fair and pretty well. I haven't had to return anything as of yet. Outside of one of the suspensions were a different model, but that's because of my error in reference to not properly checking before I matching the modules and matching all of the serial numbers prior to ordering. So do some research, do some good stuff, and I hope to record once I change the valve cover here. I'm going to record it. I'm going to also change the parking brakes control module. I'm going to show that, guys, too, and then I'm going to actually replace the level suspension control module. So I'm going to try to do the whole thing from the Rostec interface all the way down to every screwdriver, every screw that I have to remove. So welcome to the A8 universe. Hopefully I can help you guys. Hopefully I've put some content out there that helps you guys to keep this boy on the road. Awesome. All right, let's get started. Let's get moving. Let's get going. See you guys in the sessions and in the episodes. Talk soon. Bye.